Hello and welcome to another Financial Focus with my girl, my colleague, my friend, the financial expert herself, financial advisor, Delta Jones Walker of Adled Financial. I'm Chelsea Whittington here once again, like we always do on a monthly basis, to talk finances. Welcome, Delta.
Welcome, Chelsea. Welcome.
It's so
good to see you. Yes.
So before we jump into this amazing discussion, we're talking to our graduates today. Congratulations to all the graduates. High school, college, master's degree, PhD. Congratulations. But what are you doing with your money?
Right.
Okay.
And we know that you have some concerns. You're making money. You got some student loan debt, so stay tuned. I want to first give out my disclosure.
Give your disclaimer, sis.
Securities and advisory services offered through Woodbury Financial Services, Inc., member of FINRA, and SIPC Insurance Services offered through Adled Financial Group at 717B, Schererville, Indiana, 46375, which is not affiliated with Woodbury Financial.
Got that out of the way. You're so
Yes.
professional, and we follow the rules.
Yes.
And now we're here to talk about our college graduates, our high school graduates, and such, following the rules of finance. I remember my days at good old Howard University. Remember your Howard days?
HU, baby.
HU all day.
HU.
And I was on a budget. Well, my parents did not play that, hey, just pull what you want out of the account. It was like, whatever came in that little envelope and whatever was in the account for that month, that was it, right? So now we live in a different time. Mom, cash out me. Daddy, PayPal me.
Right.
And
Can you put some money on my debit card?
Exactly.
I got this new credit card. They said that I can't charge anything else on it. I don't understand. Can you understand?
Right.
What's going on? They don't never do that with you. Your credit card at the store, Mom. What's going on?
Yes. And then you have the babies who just graduated, or some who are poised to graduate over the next few weeks, headed off to college. This is the first time they'll ever be away from home. And
First time.
Delta is here, everybody, to tell these graduates and their parents who are watching how we can get those finances in order. And you know the open houses are coming.
The open houses are
Granny and aunties are passing out checks, and you're like,
all
"Is
the
this
ladies
all
from
for me?"
church.
Yes.
Yes.
So get us on the road to financial success for our graduates.
Chelsea, the first thing that I would like to say for all the students that have not opened up a savings account or a checking account, I want you to go to the bank and open up a savings and checking account. And if you're going off to college, let them know that this is a college account so they'll know where you're going. So just in case they see transactions taking place, they won't think that they're fraudulent transactions.
Step one. That's good advice.
Okay. Step one. Okay. Step two is you're going to start receiving proceeds. Granny, Papa, Auntie, your cousins, your play mothers, play fathers,
church
members. Take the funds, first and foremost, log them, send out a thank you card thanking them for celebrating you. Those funds, my recommendation would be to take 10% to celebrate yourself.
Like a little self-tie?
Like a little self-tie.
Okay.
The rest of that you put in your savings account to start preparing you for your next journey. Most of the kids are going off away to school. Some of them are staying here doing a trade school or technical school or going to barber school.
Which is great.
Which is great. You're going somewhere. You're doing something. And if you're not going off to school, you're going to take a sabbatical this year. That's
that
okay
gap
too.
year.
Gap year, that's fine too. You take that money and again you put it in your savings account as a rainy day.
Okay.
So I just want us to get a handle. We got this money.
Yes.
We are young adults now. This is the new thing, the new age.
Yes.
And we got this cash dollars.
Yes.
The recommendation would be to save.
And you know, Delta, for some, this is like the most money they'll ever have at
Exactly.
one time for the first time.
And they
I
get
mean, like
thousands
sometimes. If you take 10 church members that give you $50 each,
Yes.
that's $500 right there.
Right.
So it's like,
Right.
I'm on the purse. I see those gym shoes I've always
Yes.
wanted. resist,
10%.
resist.
10%.
10% of those gifts.
That's your
fun money.
Your fun money.
Okay, good
Okay.
stuff. What else?
So, some individuals, once they go off to college, you'll see the location, I guess you could say, plastered with come fill out this application,
Oh, boy.
get a free credit card as well as a pizza.
On a
And
t-shirt.
and you're like, oh, a pizza. Oh, and their pizzas are good too. Let me go over here. Okay,
Sign me up.
stop. Stop. First and foremost, you don't want to sign immediately on the spot.
Okay.
Number two, you want to look at what are the benefits with that credit card. The annual fees that they're going to assess you. The late fees that you would apply if you pay your bill late. But you don't want to pay your bill late
Ever.
at all. You don't want to get in that habit. And then last but not least, what reward points are they going to give you for utilizing the card?
But Delta, if you're going off and you're in high school, graduating from high school, I know it's maybe different for college graduates, but shouldn't you ask your parents first? That would be my first inclination. Mama, can I get this credit card?
Well, now we're 18, and when you go
Oh.
off to college, the schools don't tell the parents anymore because they
That's
say
right.
that child is 18. Really, if you look at the law, they should not be applying for a credit card until age 21. No
Uh-huh.
one should not approach them to apply for a credit card until age 21. I don't know what the wiggle room is for all of these credit card companies to be on the university campuses, but they're there.
They're there and they're like, you came to my table.
Right, and
I
that's how
didn't
they
know.
look at it. They didn't know. So they're like,
Sneaky.
we're just completing the application. So they might be there and say, well, it's more than just 18-year-olds
On
on
campus.
campus, which is true. It is. However, they might be gearing themselves to the 18-year-olds because the 19s and the 20s and the 21s, they already know what that's about, and they're like, I don't like
did that
piece,
already.
I
I'm
did
not
that
doing
already.
that. Right.
So, again, just being extremely cautious with this credit card arena because of the fact you don't want to borrow more than you can afford to pay for in the first place.
Hello, that's advice
Okay.
for all of us.
Well,
Hello.
Okay.
Message. It's another show. Okay.
you just want to be extremely cautious, listening audience, on the dollars that you are borrowing.
Okay.
Okay. Now, we've done the borrowing. We've
Okay.
talked about saving. We've talked about giving ourselves a 10.
Okay.
Now we are applying to schools, and most people have already applied. You should take this on as a daytime job, and that is every day you should look for free money that's out there, because there's a lot of free money that's
Yes.
out there.
Yes.
First and foremost, you need to do the financial aid. You might say, well, my parents' funds do not, with the money that my parents make, we don't apply. Everybody needs to complete the FAFSA application because it lets you know what you're eligible to receive. How much subsidized versus unsubsidized loan money that you're able to receive. And when you're looking at subsidized versus unsubsidized, you're looking at what the interest is going to kick in. Because on a unsubsidized, on a subsidized, the interest does not kick in until 6 months after you have graduated. But
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so-
I had no idea.
most people don't.
Okay.
So you just want to look at what's out there, and then you want to look at all the grants that are out there. I mean, people just assume because of the fact of the income dollars that their parents are making, and parents do this too, that their children cannot qualify for some of the proceeds that are out there.
Not always the case.
It is not always the case. So, you want to sit down and examine that, but first and foremost, you want to complete the
Got to
FAFSA.
complete the form, and there are organizations that assist. I know right off the top of my head, the Urban League of Northwest Indiana, they have the assistance with FAFSA forms. And again,
Okay.
they this may be a little late in the game, but like you said, there's still free money out there. There's still scholarships available, and anything that you can identify that can go toward that bottom line when it comes to getting that bill for the college, because tuition is not going to stop.
No,
Unless
tuition
you have
is
a full ride, right?
It's not going to stop. So you have to be very cautious. And also, if you're getting a part-time job, you might want to look at those companies that do tuition reimbursement. If you are getting a grade above or C, they will say, we're going to pay half of your tuition, or we're going to pay up to $2,000 of your tuition. So you want to just look around because it's out there, but they don't publicize that you have to go and seek for it. So that's why I said this piece right here, which is really the most important piece of our discussion today, and that is to take on the job of looking for scholarship money.
That's right.
Every day you need to devote, I would tell you at bare minimum, an hour to 2 hours a day to see what type of free money is out there.
And I would extend that same advice to upcoming seniors, the rising seniors and those who are getting ready to graduate next year. And for those college students who are coming into their junior and senior years, there are still scholarships available for them.
Yes.
And a lot of times we say, well, I applied while I was in high school and that's done. No, that research continues. So now you talked a little bit about the part-time job piece. Do you think freshmen should have a job? Sometimes it's a necessity though.
It really depends on the discipline that freshman has.
Mm-hmm.
So if the discipline of the child, the student, young adult.
The young adults, okay. They're like, I'm not a child.
I'm not a child. The young adult, if they have discipline skills and they can go to school, do their homework, socialize, because we're away from home now, so it's just like, oh yeah, now I don't have to. My parents doesn't have to tell me to come in at 11 o'clock. I'm gonna stay at this party till 1:30. If you can do all of that and get up the next morning and go to class at 8 o'clock and come out of the class and go to the library and do your homework, and you still have the stamina, the energy, then yes, you could do a 3 or 4 hour part-time job. But again, what are you going to school for? To get an education. And you want to get it done within a 4 to 5 year time frame. You don't want to be on a 7-year plan.
Accumulating debt,
because that is the biggest issue that I see in my practice from the younger generation that's coming in the office. College loans. I have one young lady to come in here, and she had $101,000 worth of student loan debt, and she doesn't even have her degree, and she says
that's like a medical degree.
You would want it to be, but it is not.
Oh wow!
So again, we want to be cautious on this budget issue. I practice every day. Follow your budget. That is your driver. Your budget. Live within your budget. Things do come up, and that's why we're saying plan, have an emergency fund, save, rainy day fund. There's reasons why those taglines keep coming out, because you just want to be prepared.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time, because my father would always tell me, rainy days are coming. You can't call it, but they're coming. And when they come, if you plan appropriately, you'll be prepared.
What did your dad say? If you
have a job, what he says so much. He's so wise. Hi, Daddy. Age 90 with all that wisdom on lock, sharing it with us. But one of the things he said I will tell you is that he made the investment. I got a scholarship, but of course my parents still helped and invested in me. He said to get you out of my pocket. He said, I expect that you go off, you get the learning. That's what they would say. Get your learning, get your school out, and you shouldn't be returning here, or you shouldn't be returning here like this.
Right. And you will not be in my pocket.
Exactly. And
but
that's exactly what I did.
Tagline that they will tell you is, if you stay ready, you
don't have to get ready. Oh, facts. That's definitely it. I really hope that there are young people watching or parents watching who will share this financial advice. Delta Jones Walker is someone whom I admire and whom I trust to give financial advice that is sound, that is easy to grasp. And what I always say, Delta, you are that financial advisor who sits on the same side of the table with us, talking with me, not at me, helping me stay debt free, and making wise investments, not only for me, but to leave a legacy for those who come behind us.
You want to just make sure that you have your house in order. And at the same time, you become a little cautious or very leery if you know that you're off track, because you're just I'm going to get back on, I'm going to get on track, and then I'm going to sit with a professional person that handles this job. That's not the recommendation that I have. My recommendation is come now. Don't try to do it because you might do nothing but hurt yourself even worse than what
Yeah.
you already have done. But we're talking about the babies, and I just want them to know that you are fresh on this path. And as a result, we're here at AtLed Financial to give you tools. And yes, you're 18 now, so if you're listening, you can call our office at 219-513-3710 so that we can help you. We can share with you the tools that are required so that they can be prepared as a young adult financially if they have questions and concerns in regards to what steps should I take. I have this situation going on. Should I in turn delay going to school, or should I do something else, or should I go to the military? You know, kids today, they have questions and they need someone that they can bounce that information off of, because they don't always go to their parent to have that discussion. So yes, we are here. We're financial advisors, and we're here to assist you and help you in your financial journey.
Well, this
so just call us.
Yes, and this has been a great discussion, and I think a great bit of advice for those graduates who are headed off to come see you before they head off.
Yes, before
Just
they
a quick
head off.
conversation. And note for those of you who are watching that an introductory consultation with Delta Jones Walker is absolutely free. So we talk through, she talks through, you know, where you are, and it's determining whether they even need your services,
Yeah.
and mapping out a plan and then going from there. And last thing, Delta, please once again emphasize that you do not have to be rich to have a
No.
financial advisor.
You do not have to be rich. If you have a day job, W-2, 1099, consultant, you need to sit with a financial advisor. End of story. And so end of story that I want you to call the 219-513-3710 number, or you can call us toll free for those that are watching us from different states at the 1-800-631-4866 number. You can follow us on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn. You can go to our website, www.atledfinancial.com, so that you can see that we have many tools for you to connect with AtLed.
Well, look at there. What a commercial that was. You know my girl is licensed in 21 states. So if you're watching from afar, no worries. She has your back. You have been watching Financial Focus with Delta Jones Walker of AtLed Financial. She's my financial advisor, so I know I'm not just selling this. I'm a client. So I know so well the amazing and professional services that she provides. Delta will be back next month with another great topic to share. In the meantime, thank you, my dear.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And everybody have a safe, happy holiday weekend, and don't spend too much.
Do not spend too much. The 10th.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, we did.